So 3 overs gone, 20 without loss. Last ball, previous over was a very good boundary from Pillai, and once again settling for a single. So runs are just coming for them, and this is good news.
Well, they're going at nearly 7 runs and over, but they've got to make sure by the end of the power play that run rates close to 8.5 or 9. The original rate was 8.5. Oh, good run. Could have been dicey if there was a direct hit, but he put the big dive in.
Yeah, that was a sharp single. In fact, you rightly mentioned, could have been a close call had there been a direct hit, but that wasn't the case. Just missing the stumps. Always a difficult angle to shy at the stumps and hit the bullseye. But that's played well, equally well fielded at point. That was struck hard and the ball was travelling.
Oh, that's +3 in that fielder's column. Outstanding. Very well struck. Timed it well. And he saved 3 for his team.
Yeah, in fact, you could see the fingers ringing. It's never easy for the fielder in that area.
Good job by Himmat.
But so far, the first 3 deliveries are all conceding a single each. Looks a very efficient bowler. Dhruv, we were mentioning about him. Doesn't rely too much on his speeds, but on his line and length. He's a good thinking cricketer. 117.9, the last delivery, which was a dot ball. And the best part is Dhoni's maintaining the steady line around the off stump. He's got a packed outside field, he's maintaining that line. So the task of the batsman becomes much more difficult to score off him. That's a dot delivery to finish the 4th over. 24 without loss. So this is how Kerala strikers have fared so far. Akindu's on 12, Pillai on 11. Both the batsmen facing 12 deliveries apiece. After 4 overs, it's 24 without loss. The target in front of them, 170. It's going to be change in bowling. It's going to be Pradeep now from the VP gate end. Karthik was just a touch expensive so far. Looks very orthodox as far as Pillai is concerned. His shot selection has been pretty good, has been decisive with his footwork. Pradeep, you were mentioning, coming on from the VP gate end.
That's the season so far. His economy rate on the high side, 10.8. He's picked up 2 wickets in 4 games. But he's been on target so far.
Come on, Manju! Come on, Baga boy!
He's got a role to play in today's game. Needs to keep it tight, build the pressure on the strikers. They look a tense dugout at the moment.
That's the Kerala strikers dugout. The next batsman padded up, looking also tense at this stage. Very important for them to win this game. That's a good delivery, good line as well. Going for the expansive drive, Akindu missing it completely.
Cross seam, hits the area that he wants to bowl in the block hole. And that's a good ball. scrambled seam that we saw in that replay. And sometimes that helps the bowler. A bit of away movement there. Some good shape. I'm pretty sure if he see a replay of this ball, the screen won't be as scrambled as it was in the previous delivery. Yeah, you see much better seam movement, seam position. And that's what's helped him getting the away shape.
You're right, and I think he's also bowling very close to the stumps. That angle always makes it difficult for the batsman. And so far has been a very good start as far as Pradeep is concerned, just conceding 2 runs in his first 5 deliveries. You were mentioning earlier, Rohan, just seeing his stats, he has been touch expensive in this tournament. His economy over 10. But this is just the kind of start you need as a bowler to get your confidence right. Just nudging it, straight to the field up. Red hit could be tied, but that's not the case. A single to end the over. 27 without loss. So after 5 overs, just seeing the comparison, Karnataka Bulldozers were 52 without loss, had a very bright start. In comparison, strikers are 27 without loss. Very important for them to keep wickets in hand. From here on, requiring 143 runs to win of 90 deliveries. It's going to be Dhruv to continue. And to tell you more, it's going to be the exciting duo of Akash Chopra and Charu Sharma.
Thank you, Ajay. There hasn't been too much excitement on the field, but we'll try to live up the reputation that you've played us up. So, they have a mountain to climb, Kerala strikers. The only good thing is that they haven't lost a wicket yet. The required run rate is climbing steadily. It's gone to 9.64 and over. Look at the faces, they tell you the story. Pensive. In fact, she should be smiling. Their team is doing all right. Now, there she is. In fact, both teams, I think, at this point in time are feeling that the game is hanging in the balance. A couple of wickets will obviously help the Karnataka Bulldozers tighten the noose. But then if the Kerala strikers cut loose, they have an opportunity to get back into this game.
Oh, given. Dhruv strikes. Rakendu on the back foot. The ball jagged in just a bit. And the Kerala strikers will be very disappointed. It was a careful vigil at the crease, hoping for a late onslaught. And are they going for a DRS? Can they? Do they have enough time? Rajeev seems to be keen. He was the non-strikers end, and yes, they do take it. So the drama continues. Were we supposed to be adding to the excitement, Akash? We certainly have. Within 3 balls. Well done.
Shall we take credit for it, or the bowler does?
No, well bowled, Dhruv. I suspect that's my first feel is that that's dead and buried, because it was on the back foot. The ball did come in appreciably, and we'll find out soon enough. That's just about okay, so that's not a problem. And we'll need a front view of where exactly Rakendu was. This will be a big loss, mind you, if Kerala strikers lose the wicket, Akash. Rakendu not only a very good bat, but the strategy that they were following, we can't make out much from this angle as well, except the height, and the height seems to be okay. It's the back foot, right leg, and it all looks terrible for Rakendu. Also, as I was mentioning, the strategy, they were careful. They said, let's not lose wickets, let's dig ourselves in, and we'll get the weaker bowlers to score off. That will now go wrong because of this wicket at a terrible stage. We still don't know yet.
Yes, you want to dig in, but you don't want to dig a hole where you find yourself in. Looks pretty good to me. Let's hit him in front. As far as I'm concerned, that's dead and buried.
Yeah, Rakendu, time to walk back. 13 from 16. Careful vigil, but it comes to an end, and Kerala strikers in a bit of trouble because of run rates. 5.5 overs gone, 28.
Dhruv has been bowling very well in the middle of a very good spell. Madan Mohan is the new batsman, a southpaw. So far, Dhruv has conceded just 9 runs of his 2.3 overs, and that wicket was the icing on the cake.
Oh, Mesfield will get Maddie off the mark. And this, in a way, is a very important throw of the dice for the Kerala strikers, because their 3 main batsmen have been used. That's Rakendu, gone. Good delivery. Should not have really played back, but that's, in retrospect. The Karnataka bench delighted.
They know, because a sedate start had to be complemented with a flurry of runs. Unfortunately, they've lost a wicket, and I think a wasted DRS as well, because it looked pretty plumb to me. If there wasn't an inside edge, I think it was just strategic to go upstairs and take your chances.
I think Rakendu was quite willing to leave, but Rajeev perhaps thought strategically, if he can somehow get away with Rakendu being not out, then their strategy could once again live on. So it was more a strategic reference rather than any real belief, and it didn't quite work out. But you are right about Dhruv. What a great spell so far. Almost 3 overs, 1 for 10, last ball of the 3rd over. And they steal another quick single. That's about all. Well, 3 fabulous overs, 6 gone, 29 for 1.